I gotta be honest with you guys. There are two main reasons why I'm doing this lecture. The first one is, of course, I want to expand your skills portfolio. But the other one is that I briefly saw another Illustrator and logo design course here on Udemy, and I was simply stunned how someone can teach or not know some very useful techniques and give well, false advice to his or her. I'm not sure.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
Students, and I would never want anything like that happen to my students. So just in case, I wanted to show you one simple technique that you would, I think, definitely want to have in your skills portfolio. So the technique I am talking about concerns aligning, but it concerns aligning some symbol or an object and the text. So like in this case, I have a dramatically simple logo design, but the point here is not to make the design beautiful, but the point here is to show you how you can make the text appear like it should when you'd be handling the design over to a printer or the client, but at the same time preserve its editability. And of course, I'm talking about creating the outlines of our text, which we could of course do by either right or command if you're on a Mac, clicking on the type and creating outlines, selecting create outlines, or in the type tool just going for create outlines, which has a very handy shortcut right here. When we, of course, we already know that when we create outlines, we cannot edit the text anymore, and this is something final. When we are sure that the text will not change, and we are ready to hand it over to the client or the printer, then we can go ahead and create the outlines. But what if we want to preserve the editability, but also be sure that we are aligning everything perfectly? And so in order to do that, let me just show you quickly what's the situation right now. So right now we have simple text and we have a simple symbol, yes. So if we align these guys like so, we are aligning everything. We are aligning our dot right here in relation to the text box. As you can see, this red dot is not perfectly aligned in relation to our text. And of course, this is something we would want. And it's happening because, as I just mentioned, Illustrator is taking into consideration the whole text box dimensions, not the text itself. So in order to make Illustrator think that we only have the text, we do not have the text box anymore, even though we do have it, so we can edit the text later, there's one simple thing we should do. So we should go to the Effect menu, go to Path and Outline Object. So what happened right now is we are making the text appear like it is outlined, but we still can change it. We still can change, say, Illustrator, and let me change it to and logo design, like so. And right now, if I want to align these guys, well, let's say horizontally, and of course we want to align them to the center. If I click that, nothing's going to happen. So just watch this. Nothing happened because there's one more thing we need to remember when using this trick, this effect. And that when we have this text selected, we need to go to the Align panel, and here in the options, in the panel options, we need to check Use Preview Bounds. And right now, when we want to align these guys again, you can see that that these guys align perfectly. So now the red dot is nicely aligned in relation to our text, not the text box itself. And if I just wanted to change the text, let's say that is just going to be logo design, and then again went ahead and aligned it. Now you can see that we aligned our dot only in relation to the text while preserving its editability. So you don't have to create outlines to see what the text is finally going to look like when you create outlines, because you want to preserve the editability, but still you can align these guys perfectly. So even if I made the text box this big, and moved it here because say I want to have this font like bigger, something like that. And even now, if I want to align them like that, I am sure that I'm aligning this red dot only in relation to the text, not in relation to the text box. So I really hope you found this short video useful. Definitely share your views on this video in our discussion board, and have a nice design.